It's very important, this conference, actually. I mean, it's a real event. I mean, it's called a Conference of World Classics, and there are, of course, people from all over the world here. But it's a reminder that classicism, that's to say thinking about the deep past, is actually a collective human project. That's something that we as human beings all ought to commit to, is to understanding more about the past, because otherwise we are in a flat present, a present with no depth whatsoever. Classics is a discipline which is about the dialogue between past and present. It's not simply about learning about the past. Of course, we know more about the past every day. We understand more, but we also understand what we want from the past more. So it helps us with our decision making in the present. It helps us understand the deep history of many of the dilemmas that we're facing, whether they're economic, military, medical, or whatever. I mean, classics is not a discipline which gives us more scientific knowledge for the world. It's not going to help us cure diseases and so forth, but it is going to help us understand what it is to be a human with a disease. So giving us that depth of perspective is so important for understanding ourselves in the present. It's extremely important, I think, particularly given that there is a lot of pressure on people to study sciences and mathematics and medicine and so forth, which, as I say, are very worthy subjects and we can't live without them. But with that pressure comes a shift away from the traditional studies of history, of literature and philosophy. So I think it's really important that we stop that and we get people back into what we call in the West the humanities, the subjects that study the human self rather than the material world outside.